Show 'em my pain never. Dirt on my name 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 never. How long can I
We're only got a 10-track album. It's gonna be short. It's gonna be punchy.
First track's only 2 minutes, man.
And I'm really looking forward to this. J. Cole, he's just a really good goddamn human being to me.
He is. I feel like he just understands like just simple context, man. Like just enjoying the little things, and also like when things happen, bringing people together through like just simple messages. That to me, he's always been there. He's been quite a simple lyricist, but the way he paints that story is so vivid, and really brings people.
He's an incredible talent, and someone who's sold a lot of records, broken a lot of records, sold a lot and broken a lot.
No features.
With no features.
He's doing it again if he can.
And he might do it again right here.
North Carolina. What we got? We had Cole World.
Oh man, I loved Cole World.
Cole World Sideline Story. Same here. When that dropped, I played the fucking shit out of that motherfucker. And then we had, what was after that? We had Born Sinner.
I love Born Sinner
Born Sinner was dope. And then we had
sorry, let me go back. Even if we go up to the warm-up in 2009.
Friday Night Lights.
Those were dope.
You got the come
Cole World, his discography is fucking
and you've got your album.
He was born in Frankfurt, Germany.
I know that. Holy shit.
Well, how was he born in Germany?
He was born in a place called Frankfurt. Maybe that's where his mum's from.
It's gotta be, because his mum's white.
Yeah.
And his dad's...
Oh, black people live in Germany, man.
Look, we may be wrong, but that's what the internet says, you know.
Hey, it's Wikipedia. They could just write that shit, you know? And it could be up for a few days before anyone notices.
Right into it. For Your Eyez Only. Our eyes. He made this just for us. No one else has heard it.
The number 4.
Not true.
Eyes with the Z.
Track 1, From Whom the Bell Tolls.
know I'm gonna see it, I know that it's coming, Lord. Lord. Don't put away my pride, tired of feeling low. Even when I'm high, ain't no way to live. Do I wanna die? I don't know.
Nice melodic, slow jam.
That's a great feel. And do you remember when we were talking about the one of the albums about how we're talking about how certain rappers we're talking about The Color Grey, how artists try to sing. And I did mention J. Cole, like I don't think he can actually sing, but when he does try and sing, just his style and just like the way that he carries it works. Same when we're talking about Yeezy, like if you listen to J. Cole, you can't say that he's a good singer.
Yeah, I agree.
But the way that he's singing with everything going on, it just works. It just works so well.
It's become part of his kind of identity.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a little nice addition to his art. And I don't if an artist started out like this and this was his first record, we'd be like, this probably isn't very good. But because we know J. Cole for other things, his other strengths, we give him a pass and be like, no, this is part of the expression.
Exactly.
We understand him a bit more.
It's a strong open. A lot of instrumentation going on. Also, if you remember the video we watched with everything going on in the recording, like I'm gonna be listening.
Yeah, some live
for some of that. I'm gonna listen for that, man.
Track 2.
They get it.
Change.
See, I'm growing and getting stronger with every breath, bringing me closer to heaven's doors with every step. As we speak, I'm in peace, no longer scared to die. From inside, but the only way to change my chosen religion. Jesus' peace, frozen from sin. I'm in a heartbeat, scattered like roaches, a body laid on the concrete. Get it? Body laid on the concrete. Look.
Just when you're starting to fall asleep, it wakes you up.
Oh no.
I was expecting Kendrick to come in there. I was expecting that shit. Look at that picture.
I think I got the track listing wrong. He had 5 verses throughout that.
For real?
5.
Didn't he have a chorus though?
Yeah, he did chorus.
But there was 5 verses.
There was 5 verses, and I like how he switched it up in the middle.
He really switched it up.
Smart to keep the listener kind of not get bored.
And the instrumentation wasn't too over the top as well, compared to the intro that was just like welcome, this is my album.
Well, see, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. My phone was on shuffle. That was track 6. Track 2 is not that.
Okay.
So let's bring it back.
Man, that was a really good start though.
Let's pretend like that's the album.
Yo, no, you know what we're gonna do? We'll put that back in.
Yeah.
At 6.
Okay. Track 2, Immortal.
And my niggas looking clean, getting caught up with that dope. Have you ever served a fiend with a pocket full of soap? Nigga, I can tell you things that you probably shouldn't know. Have you ever heard the scream? Have you ever seen a fiend cook crack on a spoon? Have you ever seen a nigga that was black on the moon? Have you ever seen your brother go to prison as a crime? Make the whole fucking trap lean, kingpin, nigga put wings on a crack fiend. life unfulfilled, cause you want to change the world, but while alive you never will, cause they only feel you after you gone, or I've been told. And now I'm caught between being heard and getting old. Damn.
Don't do him like that.
Man, I love the start. He's just like, oh. And I was like, man, Cole's about to just drop this nasty ass beat. Go back to the start.
Don't do him like that.
Go back to the start. It was just like, I'm just like, okay. I was like, he's about to drop it. Boom! And then the beat comes in.
I really fuck with the cadence of that whole song. That's gonna be one of my favorite tracks.
Oh, and then like the violin to the switch up to the next. Like so far, even though we listen to track 6 and track 2, like so far the way that is switching the verses up and using like the beat as well to carry that is like, there's no faults.
I like the arrogance of it. I like the bravado and audaciousness of it.
The aggression.
Yeah.
The low-key aggression.
Even behind the lyrics of, talking about comparing, I think, himself to other kings or however he
Also like the line about how like, no matter how much you try and do change, like it won't make a difference until you're gone.
Right.
And I was like, so we've been told. And I was like, whew.
That's a whole conversation itself. It's a whole question, right? How we appreciate somebody. They become prophets. For now, they're false prophets.
Yeah.
They become prophets after they're gone.
Man.
I really fuck with that.
I really wish Everybody Dies was on this album. It fits right well in here, in my opinion. Maybe not what he's, because, he's sort of flexing, but it's just such a dope track.
That's going to be one of my favorites. I know it. I feel it in my bones.
This one here, Immortal?
Immortal.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Track 3!
Track 3, Deja Vu.
I seen it coming live for you. I finally recognize the feelings that's inside for you. Although I know your man and trust me, he would die for you. These quiet thoughts that you've been going on for years now. But you know we only go to 2 o'clock. Put your motherfucking hood up. It's the weekend. Drop that ass up and bitches get the free. Last call at the bar, ladies get the drink, nigga.
Okay. I mean, it's dope, but probably the weakest track so far, in my opinion. The 2 Fingers in the Sky and the hook are both pretty repetitive.
Yeah. I like the topic of, it's like J. Cole has these topics he always covers. He talks about politics, he talks about race, and then he talks about, love and females and relationships.
Wet dreams.
He was touching on that topic right here.
Yeah.
But the beat, J. Cole is known for his production. He always creates his own stuff.
Yeah.
Why is he using Bryson Tiller's?
I don't think it was Bryson Tiller's. It was, was it Boy Wonder that produced that track? I'm pretty sure it's Boy Wonder. I could be wrong. Hang on, look
Boy Wonder. Yeah,
so it was Boy Wonder?
Yeah. Velas and Boy Wonder and Vinyls.
Oh, hang on. Go to the Bryson Tiller track, Exchange, play it, and then play the track we just heard. I just want to hear the difference.
It's the same, man.
Pretty much the same
beat.
They're
pretty similar. I don't know. I'm not that good at that.
But what I feel, the drums are slightly different, and it's slightly different in speed. But he must have got confirmation to use that, right?
Well, let me just play this real quick. We're going to have to put this in. But this is
apparently
producer's beef over the stolen J. Cole and Bryson Tiller beat.
Right, Vinyls?
So Exchange came out
Vinyls jumped in, tweeting, "Me and Boy Wonder made that Exchange beat first. It was stolen from us by a thief named Foreign Tech. Cole's song was recorded before Exchange." Vinyls claims he sent Foreign Tech a video of himself making the Deja Vu beat, only to have Tech remake the beat and sell it to Bryson Tiller.
Wow.
Foreign Tech responded on Twitter to Vinyls and Boy Wonder, calling them the definition of petty. And he claims Vinyls tried to extort him for definition of petty.
Wait, they said more than that. Got more money than me, way more placements than me, and still come from me on a daily. Y'all the definition of petty.
But they just admitted to stealing it, though.
How sorry? They didn't admit to either.
I feel like this is the way they said it. Like, got more money than me, way more places. Pretty much they're saying, like, look, you've got so much, why would you even care?
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
And he claims Vinyls tried to extort him for publishing earnings. In tweets he later deleted, Tech admitted to stealing Vinyl's drums
Here's how honest I am, Vinyls. The drums off You and Your Know were definitely your drums. I was 19 years old and just really learning shit. That's really interesting.
That's crazy. So for Boy Wonder, because I was going to say Boy Wonder's big. He's not the one to sort of grab other people's beats. Like, he can make a beat so fucking easily. And that guy was 19, he said, when he got it. I kind of like how the guy was just like, look, I was 19. Yeah, I jacked your shit. But look, you're so successful. We have so much money. Why do you care? Like, I actually agree with the younger dude, because why can't they both have the beats? Why can't they both make their own music and their own craft with the same beat, and people can enjoy both? Why does it have to be the one way or the other?
I think people get very defensive about the art they create, and they want it to be theirs, and they want ownership.
And they're entitled to that.
Yeah.
But my opinion is like, actually, J.Cole says this this is really funny, because J.Cole says this do you remember at the end of his last album, 2014, Forest Hill Drive, when he said, I believe that the whole getting your sample free is a bunch of bullshit, that you should just be free to put out do you remember this?
I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah, he goes, people should just be free to make what they want and let it out without giving without getting other people's consent and a lot of people disagree with this. Like, there's a big article about how, like, no, J. Cole, it's people's craft. They made it, like, they have a say in what they do. But J. Cole's like, nah, like, I'm using it for to create my own art. And if they don't like it, like, you know, like, I feel like people should be able to express themselves with other people's, you know. And it's kind of, it's, you know, it's always going to go both ways. But I'm actually on the younger guy's side of this, because it's true. Boy Wonder does have a fuck ton of money and whatever else, and he's got a lot of accomplishments. And these guys are young starting out, so they looked up to these people, copy their stuff. That's probably helped them to get to where they are. Like, them getting that thing to Bryson Exchange would have been massive for them, and it probably got them more fans, it got them more tools to work with. So,
but if Tiller's Exchange didn't blow up like it did, I don't think this would even be an issue.
Exactly.
But because it blew up,
Boy Wonder wants to be like, look, I want you to be like, look, just say that you got the beat from me so I can have props for that song as well as this song.
Right, but I just found it weird how J. Cole wanted to use the beat, because it kind of distracts you, takes away from kind of the song a little bit.
I think that he wanted to use it because he'd used it before Exchange came out, like he said. Like, they would have recorded this a while ago, and I feel like J. Cole... Because remember, J. Cole said that he spacious himself. Remember, he said he put himself in a space where he didn't hear anything. So he might not even know the song existed. He might not even heard it.
But I think someone in his camp might have been like, hey.
Someone might have told me, he would be like, look, man, the album's already set in stone. This fits in so well, which I reckon it will fit in if you go further on. But yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's interesting. I bet a lot of people didn't know that.
Whew, what a fucking talk break.
Track 4, Ville Mentality.
You mean Ville?
Ville Mentality.
This age of information, I hate this shit, cause niggas hit my phone and nigga play me never, give up my chain never, give up my pride never, show my pain never, my name never, dirt on my name never, nigga play me never, give up my chain never, give up my pride never, show my pain never, dirt on my name 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 never. How long can I survive with this mentality?
Yo, this man is busting a nut right now. How good is this? Bring it back, Cole. Yes! Yes!
How long can I survive with this mentality?
Is that it? Is that it? I wanted more. Oof.
I get mad and I said, I wish my dad was here.
Oh, he wishes his dad was here.
Yo, that's cute.
Track focuses on the perils of fame that he has experienced. Cole reiterates his feelings on choosing an early retirement from the rap game. I thought he just meant when he says he's going to disappear, like how he stays very disconnected from his culture a lot of the times. I thought he just meant that, but maybe they were interpreting it like disappear forever.
Either way, it's a dope fucking song.
Oh, yeah.
You were feeling it.
Nigga play me never, give up my chain never, give up my pride never, show my pain never.
So good.
Really like the way he delivered those lines, and there's some vulnerability behind those lines, some emotion behind those lines, you know.
Definitely.
Track 5, She's Mine.
She's part 1.
Part 1.
Yeah, I remember, boy.
Every time you go to sleep, you look like you in heaven. Plus the head game is stronger than a few Excedrin. It shines just like the patent leather on my new. I'm too scared to expose myself. It turns out you know me better than I know myself.
That's some beautiful shit.
I think that's beautiful too, and I feel like that resonates very deeply with me. Because I have a partner. I have a relationship, so that resonates very deeply with me. I like that.
And you're head over heels for her. You love her very much.
That resonates very deeply with me. And I feel like
would you agree that would you resonate with the headlight as well?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. She knows. She knows.
Levitate, 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 levitate.
No, that's real.
Okay. That's the love. But yeah, that was really. I'm actually looking forward to part 2 now, which is before the final track, which is the title.
Apparently, these songs were delivered from the perspective of his late friend James McMillian Jr.
Yeah, because he mentioned James in one of the first tracks.
Right. Mm-hmm. And apparently, he's talking from his perspective at a lot of the times, as well as his own, with his own wife and soon-to-be child, which we hear in track 6.
And he does that a fair bit, because he does it, if you remember, on his Cold Sideline Story, the track, when he's talking about from the girl's point of view with the abortion? Like, he's done that with every track. He even does it on Warm Up as well. Like, he's known for trying to get into other people's shoes and feeling their pain.
I like that.
Like, instead of just being his own self, which is really good as an artist.
I like that style of storytelling. And we accidentally heard track 6 as the second track instead of the 6th track. So we know now that Cole has a soon-to-be child. I've never heard of that before then. Mm-hmm. He's very secretive about his engagement.
Congrats. And it's been his high school sweetheart as well.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. I love it. Same with like Kendrick. Like all the best stars out there. They know not to, have too many side O's and fuck around. Besides the Weeknd, of course. But these guys stick to the craft.
Now, because we already heard track 6 accidentally track 2, we got track 7 now. Neighbors. When this makes sense, you got a She's Mine part 1 to change. That kind of flows. I get that.
I also read that this track, when he was recording this, the SWAT team came to his house and checked the whole thing.
Interesting.
Selling dope. Students that's recruited highly, thinking you do you and I do me. Crib has got a big old backyard. My niggas stand outside and pass cigars, filled with marijuana, laughing hard.
Selling dope. It's one of the best songs. Selling dope. I guess the neighbors think I'm selling dope.
I'm actually thinking, I remember reading about maybe the track he made that because the SWAT team came on because the neighbors said he was selling dope, or maybe because I read that they came in when he was recording that, but I'm pretty sure that's the reason he wrote that song. He would have got searched by a SWAT team thinking that they had stuff on him when really he wasn't. But I don't know, something to look into, something to delve into. That was a dope track though. So far, like that track, Immortal. And probably, I don't know, maybe change. Like pretty much every track besides, like Deja Vu was a bit iffy for me, but everything else so far has been really fucking solid. Like really fucking like up there. Like I ain't talking an average track. Like I can be like, oh, these are all average to me, but no, these are all just like high quality, like fucking right up there.
Even if you're in a band, you're still a nigga in a coupe.
Man, I feel, and I like how they've added in there. Like they just went down there, found his studio, felt stupid. Obviously, they're just normal people. Just smoking to help them create music.
And they weren't home, thankfully. Imagine if they were home and like someone started a ruckus, some shots accidentally went, or something accidentally happened. Imagine something like that. Imagine something happened to J.Cole, man, because of some stupid shit like that.
Exactly, but who the hell says that shit? Like, oh, they're smoking out the front. Oh, man, everyone fucking smokes out the front of their fucking house.
Some people are just scared and fearful of that.
And also, some people are raised in certain ways where like that's just how they're known.
Yeah,
like you can't blame them too much.
They see certain cues and they see certain behaviors and they better get worried. So let me be.
Which is why we're here.
My safe zone.
Yeah,
and let the police handle it. Anyway, Neighbors.
That's my phone, low battery.
Most of the album is talked about from another perspective. That track, obviously, from his perspective. Mm-hmm. Now, track 8, Foldin Cloths.
That's good.
Maybe the neighbors are folding clothes as an apology for the SWAT team.
Is this track actually called Folding Clothes?
It's called Folding Clothes.
That's cool. That's so cool.
I want to fold clothes for you. Woke up this morning feeling like the best version of me. So happy I walked in the living room and saw you all alone on the couch just snapping.
Is that how you fold a
job?
It's actually not how I usually fold it.
You went wow.
Feel so much better in the wrong thing. I say I want to fold clothes for you. I want to make you feel good. Baby, I want to do the right thing. When you do mine, save you some time.
Oh.
Alleviate a bit of stress from your mind.
Kill him.
Help you relax, let you recline.
His wife must love him for that track.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I feel a lot of people listen to this track and will bag him for it. Like he would have folk club, man, this man's running out of shit to talk about. But what I'm seeing from this track is he's at a stage of his life where it's little things that are keeping him happy. And I feel like doing things for his wife. Like, I feel like the reason this track's called Foldin Cloths, because I reckon the relationship he has with his wife, but his wife would always be like, man, why are you always going to leave these messy ass clothes and never fold them? So I reckon that him doing this track is pretty much purely for his wife.
Yeah, it's not for us.
No, definitely not.
To be so selfish to say, hey, Cole, that's not a good song. You should have wrote this.
That was a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's not for us,
I feel like the beat was probably... Well, the beat wasn't that good for me, but the message was really beautiful. It's just him like... That's why at the end of it, he was just like, it's the little things, it's the simple things.
It's just some background music, you know. It's a nice little ode to his relationship, and apparently he was...
I think it was really well done as well. And done in a way which no artist really has done.
Yeah. In a time period of this track, she was 9 months pregnant with their daughter, hence he wants to help her out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Respect, man.
Respect, man.
Respect. Track 9. This is She's Mine Part 2, continuation.
Nice. Part 1 was dope.
Cause what he represents is really greed and the need to purchase shit from corporations that make a killing because they feed on the wallets of the poor. Am I worthy of this gift? Am I worthy of this gift? Am I strong enough to live?
That's some beautiful family shit right there.
It is. Congratulations, J.Cole, for having a daughter.
Congrats. That's a beautiful celebration track right there.
Yeah, it reminds me of something Beyonce would do. Oh, you know.
Yeah, and also just being like, man, like, because we don't know that feeling. He's just seen her for the first time. He's like, man, this is my responsibility now. Do I deserve this? Do I deserve this beautiful gift? This absolutely beautiful gift that I'm seeing right now. Do I feel like that I've done enough to really earn, like,
right?
Yeah, and just saying, and just him just being like, I'm gonna do everything I possibly can to give her the best life possible.
So it's a very vulnerable track and very vulnerable questioning he's asking himself that I'm sure many fathers have, or potential fathers have asked themselves. So, yeah, beautiful. Really like that.
Yeah, really follows up part 1 really powerfully.
Respect, man. Mm-hmm. Respect for putting your heart on your sleeve.
I feel a lot of people with this album that don't like this type of hip hop are going to be, I guess, disappointed, because 2014 Forest Hill Drive was great in so many ways. It catered towards so many people. This is going to cater towards certain types of people, this album.
Yeah. I mean,
definitely family people, the everyday hard worker that goes home to his family are going to really appreciate this album.
So J. Cole's appeasing the masses with his discography, really. You get a bit of everything.
He's appeasing just the everyday hard worker.
Last track 10.
For Your Eyez Only, the title track.
Not even sure if I believe in God, but because you still alive, it got me praying that the spiritual is real, so I can be a part of you still. My pops was killed too, so I know how part of you feels. Maybe you hate me. With that said, the only thing I'm proud to say, I was a father. Write my story down, and if I pass, go play it for my daughter. Your daddy was a real nigga, cause he loved you. For your eyes only.
Bars after bars after bars after bars. Oh my god.
Yep.
It's going to be one of the best closing tracks of the year. I mean, we've had a lot of good closers, but we've had a lot of good musical closers. We haven't had a really good lyrical strong closer like that. That was just straight fucking playing.
Nearly 9 minutes of just...
Was that a tape? Was that a tape cassette ending there? Like the tape had just ended?
Yeah,
cool. That's dope. Track side B. Let's go, Cole.
I was really impressed by that track. It just took you away.
And it did.
It was such a...
Like, we were just not even... We were just soaked in there. Like, I was just paying attention. Like, the whole track, I was just listening to it, just painting it in my head.
Right, painting that picture.
Yeah, man.
Telling the story. That's what it is. It's storytelling through art.
I've got to say it to Cole right now. You did not disappoint with this album. Like, this is exactly... Like, sometimes I like to have what I don't expect, but I expected this, and I'm very happy with the product I got.
Yeah.
I feel like listen to this again from start to finish, especially with that, like, you know, it's good to like have these interruptions and really talk about it, but I feel like just start to finish by yourself, because this is definitely an album where I feel like he's put in the background at home and just really soak it in. Like, this isn't something that you just play with the homies compared to his last album. It's different. This is a more personal album, a much more personal album.
Definitely. And I liked how he went back and forth between talking about his friend James McMillian and his daughter and his family and all of that in between. I liked how he kept reflecting on each one. Gonna have to play this album back a couple of times to see all those nuances.
Definitely missed a lot. Yeah, all in all, I'm very, very happy with this album. I super chill. I guess the only sort of slight banger was Immortal, which was pretty dope.
That's okay.
The strong tracks to me were probably, this track that we just heard, Immortal and Neighbors, probably the 3 strongest ones.
She's Mine, For Whom the Bell Tolls is a nice starter.
Yeah, good starter.
Each track has its own great element to it, I think.
Yeah. And I feel the production, it flows really well, but it also has it does have a lot of variance as well.
But I really like the live instrumentation. I use a lot of violin.
A lot of violin.
Maybe
a
guitar.
little bit of brass in there too, a lot of trumpet.
Yeah.
Slight keys, not as key heavy, because Cole was known to be pretty key heavy at times.
Because he plays himself, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now I see kind of what the track title means for Your Eyez Only. I think it's just, it's kind of just, imagine if he wrote all this in a book.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. This is the album. This is yours. This is like to James McMillian's family and his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
This is yours. Here is my gift to you. If I pass, if I live until whatever age.
Yeah.
This is it. This is my story. This is my lessons. This is my fears and vulnerabilities. Great job,
beautiful,
J.Cole.
man. It's beautiful.
Great job.
Really good. Really impressed, man.
I really think this is going to go into my top 10. You're going to sneak in there once again. Albums of the year.
Mate, it was my number one when he dropped 2014. That dropped like...
Forest Hills Drive.
Yeah. Even though it was, what was it, 2 weeks away from the year ending? And it got number one. It got number one.
Yeah.
That's how good that album was.
Great job.
I don't think this album can overtake the mighty Isaiah Rashad, but Absol, mate. I don't know.
Great job, J.Cole. For
Very.
Your Eyez Only. Jungle Beats Radio, trying to put on the best hip-hop in the world.
Loving
put it
it.
on display. And just share our love for it. Thank you for watching. If everybody who has ever watched anything.
What a track.
Yeah.
What a fucking final track.
Great job, J.Cole. Hope to meet you one day.